Thank you very much. Well, welcome to this Development Management Review Committee meeting. Apologies? No apologies?
No apologies, convener.
Declarations of interest? No declarations. And the minutes of the last meeting, are they agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed. Just to remind you, this is an application for the review in respect of the non-determination of the application number 21/00590/full planning permission for change of use and extension of the former HM Coast Guard Service building to a domestic dwelling house at the Coast Guard station at 35 Admiral Street, Carnoustie. Is the applicant or agent present?
We have the applicant today, convener.
Thank you. Our last meeting last week, we agreed at a site visit. Do members now have sufficient information to determine the review, or do you require any further information? If no, we can proceed to determine. No further information required. Can I ask Councillor King for his comments, please?
Oh, heart searching, two minds on it. It is a brownfield site. However, the building is quite large. It's taking up a lot more of the site than the previous building. I don't have the benefit of officer input on this one. I'm having to make it up on my own mind on it. I think on balance, as it's a brownfield site, I'm inclined to allow the appeal and allow the building.
Thank you very much. Councillor Duff, have you any comments on it?
Yeah, I mean, again, I would say it's a brownfield site. I mean, having looked at some of the buildings in the sort of locale, what's proposed doesn't seem to me to be particularly exceptional. There's lots of objections about car parking, but I would say all of them to me are spurious. It's an unadopted road, so it's, you know, it's anything goes. I think the roads staff who were on site suggested that the entrance would be from the unadopted road, not from the cycleway, so that would obviously be good, and that keeps the additional vehicles off the cycleway. Yeah, I would be inclined to approve the application as well. I don't see any strong reason for rejecting it.
Thank you very much for that. Councillor McLaren.
Thank you. I thought the site visit was very valuable, and I agree it's quite a big building on a fairly small site. But I do agree with Councillor King and Duff, and I think we should approve it. I'm quite happy to approve it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councillor Moore.
I think I'm going to be the lone voice in the wilderness then. I mean, I visited it. It's a very compact site, and when I considered the appeal, I used the applicant's statement of reasons for seeking review and the objector's comments, as we didn't have an officer report. I didn't find the sunpath charts very helpful because what it is at noon could be totally different at other parts of the day. It is an interesting design, but I think it's inconsistent with its surroundings. And I think that policy DS1 requires proposals to be of an appropriate scale and nature. I don't believe this to be the case. Raising the apex of the roof by well over a metre will have a negative impact on neighbouring properties. Policy DS3 states that development proposals should deliver a high design standard and draw upon those aspects of landscape or townscape that contribute positively to the character and sense of place of the area. I don't think it does. I think it stands out. I'm afraid, even though it is a brownfield site, I think it's inconsistent with what's there. Policy TC2 states a proposal must not result in an unacceptable impact on the built and natural environment. The proposal for a dwelling house is acceptable, but I think the style and design of this dwelling isn't. Policy TC4 supports applications which do not detrimentally affect the character and/or appearance of the building site or surrounding area. I'm afraid the design, in my view, is out of character. The property is going to be directly beside the cycle path, so it's going to stand out even more so. And planning advice note 14 on small housing sites says a proposed house should not cover more than 30% of the plot. Well, I don't know how the arithmetic was worked out, but a plot size of 330 square metres, which is considerably below the minimum recommended size, and a footprint of 120 square metres cannot be 27%. It's well over 36%. So personally, I would move to dismiss the appeal on the basis that it fails to adequately address policies DS1, TC2, TC4 and Planning Advice Note 14.
Thank you very much for that. I personally agree with Councillor King, Duff and McLaren, and I would move to allow this appeal and pass the building. Sarah, what do we do now? Is that it passed, or?
We need to put conditions on this, and we don't have conditions in front of us. They would have to be brought back either to ourselves or to a later, a different DMRC. I would suggest that we bring this back towards the end of April with the conditions.
Would that be okay, Sarah?
Convener, can I just ask Ms. Hay if she wants to say anything? But certainly the application would be subject to grant planning permission subject to conditions.
Yeah.
Which we would back, but sorry, excuse me, just in terms of the reasons for planning permission, I just wonder if Ms. Hay wants to say anything.
No, Sarah, I don't have anything to say. Thank you.
That's good.
Okay, so there's just for the applicant, the planning permission is granted subject to conditions, and we will look to bring those back, I would imagine, over the next couple of weeks.
That's it, yes.
Well, just for information, Sarah, I will be away until the 18th of April, as of Thursday this week.
Okay, thank you.
That's grand. Well,
Okay.
that'll be the end of the meeting. Thank you very much for
Yes.
that.
Thank you.